Koigar, everyone, and I want to welcome you all to Chapter 1 of my fanfiction Star Wars Dark Triad. I know I said that my next video would be announcing the winner of my 500 subscriber contest, however I am going to be announcing that at the end of this video instead of in a separate video. So I hope you all enjoy Chapter 1 of Star Wars Dark Triad. Chapter 1, Crimson Stain. We name ourselves in honor of those that came before us and those that come after us. We are the new Sith Triumvirate, the Lords of Fear, Anger, and Death, and we shall come upon your Federation like a storm. Transmission of Darth Adarius. Terrace, 227 years after the Battle of Yavin. Terrace was a planet with a spotty history. During the time of the Old Republic, it had been devastated by bombardment under the command of the Sith Lord Darth Malak. 300 years later, the Republic attempted to restore it, but they had come under attack by the Sith Empire and were forced to abandon it. Even now, the planet showed scars here and there from the bombardment. Terrace was on the decline in recent years, mostly having fallen to gang rule, and the cityscape was divided among the various gangs and crime syndicates of the galaxy. The Raging Rakghoul was a cantina in the lower levels that catered to the more unscrupulous members of the community. More often than not, it served as neutral ground where the leaders of the gangs and syndicates could meet. On this particular day, that was exactly what they were doing. After a series of recent attacks on their holdings, tensions had become high between the gangs, and this was the final appeal before all-out war broke out across Terrace. Gentlemen, there is no reason why we cannot reach some sort of agreement, a human male wearing a simple outfit says, leaning on a cane as he does so. A Hutt slug says something in Huttese, and it is translated by a rusty protocol droid. The Honorable Janara the Hutt respectfully disagrees with the Black Sun representative, the droid repeats in basic. The Hutt cartel has lost too many resources on this backwater planet and will take what it can to make up for it. Listen here, you oversized slug, a woman with short black hair wearing a suit of faded Mandalorian armor says. The rest of us here haven't even touched your operation, so don't you dare go blaming it on us. You should listen to the Mandalorian, gentlemen, a cold voice from the doorway says. Crime bosses shift their gaze to the door where a cloaked figure with a hood over their head is standing. On either side of them is two figures in dark armor that covers them from head to toe. The first has a single lightsaber strapped to her, they assumed from the voice at least, waist, while the two armored figures had lightsaber pikes in their hands. Jatai, the Mandalorian woman shouts, getting to her feet and drawing her blaster and pointing it at the cloaked woman and firing. What happened next was almost too fast for the others to see. The two armored figures don't move, but the hooded woman draws her lightsaber without flinching, igniting it and deflecting the blaster bolt into the Mandalorian's chest. What stands out, however, is that the blade is a crimson-red color, sending a chill down the spine of even the most hardened of criminals. Sith! Janara the Hutt shouts out, pointing his stubby arms at the three. The gangsters and crime lords all get to their feet, drawing their weapons. Janara says something again in Huttese. The gangsters all open fire, but the woman moves faster than they can see as she and the armored figures deflect the blaster bolts back at them. The battle is short, and the Black Sun gangster was the first to fall as the woman impales him through the chest before anyone else could even realize what was happening. Point that the Mandalorian woman drew her vibro blade, thinking that her armor would keep her safe. She runs forward at the Sith woman. Foolish girl, the cloaked woman says, catching the blade with her own. Then she slams her bare fist into the Mandalorian's armor with such force that it stops her in mid-swing. At first it doesn't seem to do anything, then suddenly cracks start to form along the Beskar armor, finally shattering completely before the woman cuts the Mandalorian cleanly in half. Soon all that's left is the Hutt, cowering on his hover sled. He starts stammering in Huttese quickly as the protocol droid struggles to keep up. Janara the Hutt pleads mercy. He will give you whatever you want if you spare him. The droid translates as the Sith woman presses the blade of her lightsaber against the HUD's bulk. I want you to transfer all control of the underworld dealings of you and your allies to me, the Sith says, only to get another string of Huttese words. He cannot transfer, the droid starts to say before the woman cuts it off. He's a poor liar. We know about the little insurance policy he has, she says. All of the gangs fall under his control now since he's the last one alive. Now give the order and maybe I'll let you live. The HUD barks some orders and after a few minutes the droid says, the gangs of terrorists are under your command. Good, the woman says, lowering her lightsaber, then nodding to the two armored figures who walk forward, holding their pikes. The HUD protests in Huttese. I said I would let you live. I didn't say anything about my bodyguards. The HUD doesn't even get a chance to respond as the two armored figures cut him down. What now, my lady? One of the soldiers asks. Take the droid to our base, the Sith woman responds. Get everything you can out of it, then wipe its memory. The two armored figures nod and walk towards the droid. Well, that's part 1 of Chapter 1 of Star Wars Dark Triad, Crimson Stain. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be coming out with more after a while, so look forward to that. As usual, leave any comments you might have or anything, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. There's only one more thing to do here. The winner of the 500 subscriber drawing is Dyroan Lancer. I hope you watch this and comment because I am not going to be making another announcement. Just let me know what video you want me to do, be it a Versus series, Legends of Star Wars, etc., or just want me to talk about something Star Wars related, anything really. It can be anything you want, as long as it's Star Wars related. Well, with that, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Bye.
Thank you.